Time for the hot sauce now. We've been focusing on all things college all week long, and as first-year students make the transition from home to being on their own, one of the biggest things that they can deal with, one of the biggest struggles and obstacles is, of course, homesickness. We're having our mental health counselor, Lynne, back on today's couch. And Lynne, we were just chatting. An interesting study came out just this week from researchers at Duke University, and they found that if students have more self-compassion, they are better at dealing with homesickness while transitioning that first year. What do you think about that?
That's absolutely the truth, because everyone goes through some level of missing home or not feeling good. Those self-compassion is more about acknowledging that you're hurting, that you're acknowledging that there's some normalcy to that, that they're open. People who stuff things have a much tougher time because it comes out in different ways and they're not able to acknowledge.
Right, and when you're homesick, you end up feeling depressed or feeling bouts of low motivation. It can be hard to build yourself up while you're feeling down. How do you suggest people work through that?
Well, a whole lot of things. Mostly when you're at school, you're coming from a high school where you have a group of people. So the biggest thing is being able to find just one person you relate to, or people in your hall, or going to lunch with the same people. The consistency is really helpful. Being able to join different groups is a nice thing to do. And just, again, calling home or saying to a friend, I'm hurting. Even if it's not home or it's not a friend and you need something more and you're not able to jumpstart it, you may need to talk to someone. There's always someone on campus to talk to.
Or like you're saying, off campus, this can be the point where it's kind of mid-semester, maybe people are having fall breaks, they're welcoming their children back home for the first time, and they realize that their kids may not be so eager to get back to school because they like visiting home, they like being around their family and their parents. What advice do you have for parents in this situation if they're seeing their child feel homesick?
It's a tough, I went through it with my first, and I thought, never, he won't feel homesick. And when I went for homecoming weekend, so this is the time, homecoming weekend or first visits home, you'll see that they struggle. Number one is for you as a parent to recognize that it's okay, that that's something that happens and it's part of the transition, and it's part of growth to be able to push them through that and keep validating that you understand that they're going to be okay. Because if you feed into it, they believe that the bad feelings are valid, that they need to perhaps leave. So I have faith in you. I know you can do this. This is very normal. So normalize it for them, but listen to them. Don't minimize it, and don't say, oh, there's no reason to hurt or to be sad. Allow them to hurt.
Well, and sometimes parents can be selfish in this situation, right? It might make them feel good to know that they're missed, right?
Yes. Well, not only selfish, I think that, yes, that can happen, but the other part that happens is we're not used to perhaps seeing our child sad, and our instinct is to protect.
It makes you sad.
Yeah, I wanted to scream, okay, great, come back. Come back. And you can't do that. You have to fight against those instincts.
All right, Lynne, thanks so much for coming in for College Week.
You're welcome.
Where'd you go to college, by the way?
Boston University.
All right, BU. We're on the couch with BU's Lynne, of course. Thanks for being here today. What's going on with